All right, I'm gonna do this quick video. I was gonna set up my cameras and my real camera and all that stuff, but I'm just gonna do it from my cell phone. Um, I just recently, well, this past weekend watched SummerSlam, just about everybody else. If you're a wrestling fan or whatever, and it's something that's going on at WWE that nobody talks about, and it's pretty much that WWE is racist as shit. And I say that because what happened to Bianca Belair was just the nail in the coffin for me when it comes to WWE. It's like they'll make these black champions like Kofi and her, and that like that to me they're pandering just to give them a belt, and then for them to lose it the way they lose it. I mean, everybody know about how Kofi lost it to Brock in a squash match. That kind of makes a little bit more sense because it's Brock Lesnar, but to have Bianca lose it to Becky Lynch in like what was that, like 4 seconds. Becky Lynch is not no damn Brock Lesnar, so it's not like Becky Lynch is not even like a big character like a, let's say, a Nia Jax or somebody who you can justify 2 moves or 3 moves or whatever win. But Becky Lynch comes back, and all this ads and all this, they did all the promos of Bianca and on Newsweek and her and Sasha having that great match and all this stuff, and then just to take it from her. And if you watch wrestling, you know what's about to happen. She's about to go back down to the mid card. First of all, it's Becky's on one side and Charlotte's on the other side. You already know what's going to happen. But the topic of the video, what I really want to say is how black champions they just don't get the push they deserve. Everybody want to see Big E. Big E is going to be just like he gonna get a small push. It'll go nowhere, and then he gonna go back to the mid card because they just don't know how to balance out the black characters. Look at what it did to Hurt Business. This is since the Nation of Domination, that was the first black faction I've seen in WWE, and it was a very popular. Not just with black people, it was very popular in wrestling fans in general. And well, let's break them up, because God forbid they could have grew that. They could have added Amber Moon or Naomi to the fold and got them belts and just had a real dominant squad. But now let's break them up and just ruin Sheldon Benjamin and can't even think of the other guys. Cedric Alexander. They're pretty much done now. Pretty much they'll probably be on the next chopping block. But it's like WWE will not allow black wrestlers to really get where they supposed to be. And don't give me that Rock shit. The Rock is half black, but everybody knows The Rock pushes his Samoan side. He does not push his blackness. I've never even heard him say he's black. I know he's black. I know his father was black, but it's Samoan that they push. Even he pushes it. So please don't try the whole entire Rock thing. But like even with Kofi, like you could at least give Kofi a match. Bianca should at least had a match. If she would have lost the match, if she just would have went a whole match with Becky and had a good match and lost, I would have been like, all right, that's cool. I could see that. But to have her get squashed by Becky Lynch. Squashed by Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, and if you really want to say, how's this racist? I don't see it. You tell me a white champion that has been squashed like in that situation. The only time a white champion has lost a belt like that is if it was something like Money in the Bank and they showed up with it. You show me a white champion who gets squashed like that from even if they had the belt. He's not white, but even when Jinder Mahal had the belt, he still lost it in the match. It wasn't the best match, but it was a match. It wasn't just like some squash match, and it's just WWE, Vince. They're never gonna let black wrestlers get the shine. I think maybe the businesses in general, they're never gonna let them get where they're supposed to be. We'll give them a little bit of something, and then I think when Kofi won it, I think it was Black History Month. He won it. I may be wrong. But it's always a reason connected to why they do it. Big E is not going to get this huge push that everybody want. I don't care what you say. If he would have showed up and used the Money in the Bank, like a lot of people thought was going to happen at the end, I thought Brock was going to F5 Roman and then get the belt. But as long as Roman is over there, Roman's going to always be in the title hunt. When Roman's not in the title hunt, Seth Rollins, they got so many other people that's already set up that they're gonna push, and it's not gonna be none of these other. It's not even necessarily all black. A lot of ethnicities there don't get no kind of push whatsoever, and they're great wrestlers. I forgot what was the young boy name. The guy that used to be with Bobby Lashley. I can't. My mind is kind of off. But he's a dope wrestler. I mean, they did give him a little push in NXT, and I know he had a lot of his issues. But when he was in the main roster, what did he do? He didn't do nothing. He didn't even. I don't remember him even wrestling when he was in the main roster. But I don't want this video to go too long. But it's time that Wrestle Talk, WrestleLamia, all these shows that I watch, that you guys really need to talk about the racism that really it boils down to it. That it just doesn't make any freaking sense. Like I literally watched it. I'm just like I'm done. Like I barely watch WWE as it is. I get it for free on my Fire Stick, so I watch this pay-per-view. But I'm 100% AEW for right now. When it comes to watching wrestling, I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I still watch. I catch up on the highlights on the shows when I'm not watching or catching up on Hulu or whatever, like most people. But it just doesn't make any fucking sense that nobody wants to talk about how racist this is, and I knew they was not gonna let Bianca go, but so far. But to squash her like that, just like you squash Kofi, let's push Kofi for a minute, and now let's have him back throwing pancakes and being stupid. Let's let Xavier Woods come to SummerSlam and spray somebody with a water bottle. Let's make Big E. I think he was in a pre-show wrestle for his Money in the Bank case that he already won, that Baron Corbin didn't even really have, that made like fucking like zero sense. But I don't know. I don't care if anybody likes it, disagrees, or whatever. You guys can say what you want to say. But as a black person, as a black fan of wrestling throughout the years, I see it, and it's just at the point now. It's like come on, everybody know more than likely Bobby Lashley is gonna lose his belt to who? To freaking Goldberg, probably at Saudi Arabia, which it makes no sense. If they brought Brock back, it should have been against Bobby Lashley, like not Goldberg. Like that was just. But I really think I've pretty much done as much as I can with WWE. But you guys really need to speak on how racist it is. I know most people are not. I don't see a lot of black podcasts of wrestling fans. But some of the ones that I do like Wrestle Talk and WrestleLamia, some of the other ones, you guys really, y'all talk about a lot of stuff, but you guys never want to talk about that. You talk about, Bianca got squashed and we don't like it. You don't like it, okay. But let's talk a little bit deeper, like some of the other things you guys talk about. I just wanted to say that little bit of rant. Like I said, like, thumbs down, whatever you want to say. I just wanted to say what I want to say, that WWE, Vince McMahon especially, is very, very racist, in my opinion.